Someone gets to my face and gets funny with me.
Welcome back to Boxing Insane. In boxing, nothing's impossible. There are moments you wouldn't believe if they weren't recorded.
I'm going to shoot him with a double leg takedown, choke him out with a rear naked choke, and he out cold.
And today, let's look at some of those most unbelievable moments in boxing. But before we jump into this video, remember, like, subscribe, and tap the bell icon. You don't want to miss out on any updates from Boxing Insane. First, it's Njieyo versus Ahlawat. There were a lot of powerful punches exchanged between these two fighters. However, it was never part of the plan for the referee to be on the end of one of those. At one point in the bout, Falorni stepped in to break up the boxers while they were clinching, and out of frustration with the bout seemingly not going his way, Njieyo hurls a huge left hook and trying to catch Ahlawat on the break. Njieyo and Armando Alvarez.
Ennis, a guy to watch, and he's fighting a very confident.
Pro experience
right over the top, sorry.
And pro experience Ennis.
Undefeated welterweight Njieyo Boots Ennis scores a crushing third-round KO over Armando Alvarez at the Winnevegas Casino after Alvarez's 4 times. However, Ennis's dodging speed in the second round is what makes fans the most excited.
Speed is giving.
Get ready for that.
Well, when you with a guy that's fast, you don't punch with him, and you got to keep his hands up, block a lot of his shots, and keep coming forward. And
Next, it's Mirthel Groenhart versus Harut Grigorian.
Fights for the world title against either Nicky Holskin or
hit on angles. This is why he's using that footwork on the outside.
A minus 215 favorite in this fight against Grigorian.
This fight was supposed to happen 41 in Holland, but
he was criticized for that withdrawal by Groenhart, who said, listen, if he could...
Mirthel Groenhart was the co-main event bout in Paris against Harut Grigorian. However, this victory was not seen as glorious. When Grigorian inexplicably turned his back to Groenhart in the middle of the round, Mirthel unleashed a savage knockout, finishing the opponent right there on the spot. Seconds after the finish, fans jumped into the ring and attacked Groenhart. Fans landed multiple punches on the Glory fighter, who said he might have had his jaw broken in the wild melee. Next, it's Grzegorz Proksa versus Sergio Mora. In the 10th and final round, Proksa came out with the intent to inflict punishment, landing a number of hard blows on Mora. With sharpness, Mora could dodge the stab from the opponent's side in time. Proksa obviously frustrated how things had played out when he failed to assassinate his opponent, but instead sent himself to the floor. Next up, it's Canelo Alvarez and Dimitri Bivol. The Mexican relentlessly walked forward in an attempt to close the distance with the Russian rival, but he was continually picked off by Bivol, who never once wavered from his game plan.
A lot of power behind him. They're still having an effect. Up on punches as well.
This right.
BJ Saunders and then...
Look at him go! Oh my word, Bivol!
It was clear Canelo was becoming frustrated with constantly getting caught by the same punch, and at one stage lifted Bivol up and above his shoulder WWE style.
Definitely frustrated. He's been frustrated. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Nani?
Ultimately, it was Bivol's discipline that won the fight, as he refused to box the way Canelo wanted him to.
Canelo Alvarez with a...
Overhand rights being landed by Canelo.
Oh, look, hey, this could be tied. Maybe Bivol about round. There's some.
Now we're edge on Bivol.
Let's see what Chris Mannix thinks.
He's having more success landing punches.
Next, it's Floyd Mayweather and Victor Ortiz. Mayweather seemed formidably challenged by vicious Victor Ortiz. He launched consecutive stabs straight to Floyd's face, sending Floyd back to the corner. He could handle Mayweather's speed and punching prowess. Maybe that's why Ortiz got excited. So he threw a headbutt in the corner, making his opponent wince. Next, it's Josh Kelly and Tom Whitfield. This was just the third fight of Kelly's professional career, but this young fighter showed confidence beyond his years, dropping his hands to lure his rival into strike. And he did it in style, piling a further 6 left hooks through the stricken fighter's guard to earn a stunning knockout that made the crowd go wild. Next, it's Paul Samuels and Cello Renda. A double knockdown is what happened with middleweights Renda and Samuels when they threw leather in late 2009. At the beginning of the second round, both were going hell for leather, swinging punches from the fences when they both simultaneously connected flush with left hooks, hitting the canvas in unison.
Jabs there from Renda. He's got it, didn't he, with a left hook and then a right cross as well. Oh, and another one of them.
First of all, Samuels got through and then Renda caught him with
Enzo Calzaghe stable.
And who's got the best defense, because they're both good on the attack, both very powerful.
Both managed to beat the count and resumed their warfare before the bell brought a halt to the second round.
But who goes down? Tremendous right hand, and Renda was damaged by these. He's some heavy punches.
Before in a cruiserweight title fight of the two, but this doesn't happen very often.
Oh my God! Wow!
Next, it's Julio Madero and Mark Castro.
I like what I'm seeing. And Mark Castro in the silver and black. And Madero comes out swinging. Word on the street is this. His last fight came back in August. This is his first. Left uppercut coming inside with a right hand. Oh, good right one. And the jab landing.
Madero not at all fazed by the lofty credentials of Castro, a 17-time national amateur champion, and he was managed by high-powered Keith Connolly. Castro had to take the first knockdown of his young career. A counter left hook by Madero dropped the unbeatable Fresno native midway through round 2.
Early. And now he's got someone in front of him who's solid, who's coming forward, who's punching back. Oh! Prior fights were at 130. They're trying to see how he does against bigger. Likely go back down to 130, but here he is. The size, and he's bigger than his opponent. Good shot from Castro. Scheduled for 6. Ooh. Madero doing a good job keeping that guard tight. Solid right hand.
Fortunately, Castro beat the count and stood toe-to-toe with Madero for the rest of the round, matching the tempo of the fiercely paced opening round.
Adversity for the first time as a pro for Mark Castro. A left hook eaten up by Castro. And Madero is landing clean shots here in round 2.
Distance from him.
To gather himself.
Right.
Well, he's staying long. And now solid.
Rhythm, and I like that. That's
beautiful.
Different look than amateur, and it.
And Castro responded.
He's still undefeated, Mark Castro.
Next is Billy Joe Saunders and David Lemieux. In the match against Lemieux, Billy Joe Saunders creates a funny moment at the end of the 5th round. As David was trying to land quick and dangerous right hooks, Saunders quickly backs in the corner and raised his hand to greet the audience. He also didn't forget to tease the opponent right after.
And arguably, of all those talented fighters,
changes direction all the time, just when the move starts to get
a little bit closer. 2 big swings, a half smile from Saunders as he punished it.
Well, that's our compilation of some of the top unbelievable moments in boxing. Did we miss any moments that ought to be on the list? What do you want to know more about? Well, leave your comments below and let us know. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and tap that bell icon so you don't miss out on any videos from Boxing Insane. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.